All right, good evening, everybody. James here, and this is just going to be a quick recap again of my small account challenge. Um, I've been doing a lot of earnings and swing trading, so there's not a lot of trading going on during the day. The big one is AMD. As you guys know, I played that off of earnings, and that one went well. Wow, why is that so? Boop, boop, boop. Hold on. So it had good earnings after hours yesterday, and just skyrocketed up. Well, it looks to be almost what, $1.50, $2, and it just rode sideways all the way to the pre-market, and took off. And I sold it, I believe, like 6 minutes in, 3 minutes in. I sold it, so I was already out by this candle. It's kind of like watching it right about here. I got out. I very happy, even though it did go up, had a small pullback, and continued the rest of the day. I got out with an 80% gain, so I netted or grossed $180 on that one. That helped out significantly with the small account challenge to get me back up. AA is still doing bad. You know, it was positive yesterday. Today it kind of reversed with the Fed news. It just kept going up. So I'm pretty much taking this as a whole loss. I have till Friday. I'm going to hold on to it. At this point, only way I'll close it early is if it does some sort of dip back down. But if it stays like 90, 95, I may just let it ride out for a full loss. So that one I'm kind of throwing out the door. Bank of America, it was positive for the day at one point, but then it reversed again. Not too horrible on it. It was doing pretty good. The news came out. It did pretty good there too. I think this is when the news came out. But then it dropped at the end of the day and just went sideways after hours. I have time with this one. 16 more days. I am at a 50% loss, and I don't like that. But it's right at the 200-day moving average on the daily chart. So as long as it doesn't break this and keep going south, I'm going to go ahead and stick it out and stay with it. I'm hoping maybe it does a bounce off it and continues going up. If it does break it during the day, tomorrow I will just sell it and get rid of that one. Harley Davidson, that one had a better day today. It's pretty much regained all of the loss that it had before earnings. So I'm holding on to it one more day. I'm still down, I know, 61%, but it did have a good run up. I got 2 days left on it, so hopefully tomorrow, excuse my kids, hopefully tomorrow it keeps going, green again, and I can get out either even or, positive would be nice as well. Okay, then I entered Microsoft for an earnings trade. I entered that one a little earlier than I wanted to. Time to get in at pretty much 10 o'clock. I put the bid in on this one just before 10. There's 10 right here. I was kind of watching it, and it was just kind of cruising along, not too crazy. I actually then remembered there was a Fed meeting today, and I tried to cancel it. Literally, when I went in to go cancel my bid, it filled. Which, I would have got a much better fill if I waited. However, I'm already up on it by, I think, 10%, pretty close. So had I wait till after the meetings, I would have been a much bigger loss if you take after hours into consideration. It did beat earnings, but I guess it did not beat revenue from what I'm hearing, but they're kind of mixed reviews, so I'll do a little bit more research on that. But it did go south, and I bought calls. It went up a little bit here. I'm hoping tomorrow it continues to rise. I did look at it on the daily, and even though if it had bad or good earnings, it still went green for a little bit or gapped up and then went down. So I'm just gonna go and shoot for 4 here, and I was shooting to have it either gap up and keep going up, or at least gap up and go down. It opened at the 200 day. We're about to get the cross back on the 3.8. So with decent earnings, I'm hoping tomorrow it opens up and I get a nice little win out of this one as well. And then for shit and giggles, I went ahead and entered Starbucks. I did like this upper trend that it's been doing, and excuse me, I went ahead and entered Starbucks at 12.41. Nope. Over here. So I was watching it here, and it started to climb back up. Got the indicator to enter, so I went ahead and on this candle here, right here. Sorry, I bid that one out and entered that in. Swinging that one as well. Like I said, I do like the upward motion that it's been going the last few days. Earnings, heard it but didn't. It's kept going. So I'm fairly bullish on this one, and I'm going to go ahead and see how it opens. I may swing it even further. If it looks like we're going to have another green day, I may hold it till Friday. I'm not too sure yet. So we'll see how it acts pre-market. After hours, it made a new high, but it didn't really trade. So I'm up 4% on that one. So we're doing pretty good. Thankfully for AMD, I'm back up to about $661 in my small account. And we're slow and steady going up. All right. I think that's it. So I'll see you guys in chat. Have a good night.